welcome to Xbox Uncuts, episode 283. We are here for another week of video game news discussion, and just kind of, I guess at this point, pop culture. This week, joining me, I have the amazing Steph. Welcome to the show, Steph.
What up, bruh?
Thank you
Pop
so much for
culture.
being here, sir. Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, no
we ramble, especially this week. I mean, there's not, I won't lie, there ain't a lot of news this week. It's a little slow. But we do have things to discuss. We also, rounding up this trio, we have Will. Welcome to the show, Will.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
The anchor keeps us all in sanity in check.
I don't know about that, but all good. I appreciate the
yells at us when we get sidetracked.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
This week should be alright.
This week should be alright. We'd be fine.
Yeah.
All right, where to start? So we got some new games coming to Game Pass this week, or not this week. I shouldn't say that. We got this week we're gonna get the Outer Worlds, which is pretty cool. What is this? I don't know how to pronounce that. Renee, After Party, Downhill, Secret Neighbor, Subnauticus, and Star Wars 3 are all coming to Game Pass for console. I think the big one, honestly, we all saw the Metacritic scores. The Outer Worlds doing really well on Metacritic. It's at 86 still, I believe, and it looks awesome. I didn't watch the first 20 or 30 minutes of gameplay or whatever. I decided I kind of want to go into it like completely fresh and then not knowing what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, have y'all spoiled yourselves at all and watched more into the Outer Worlds, or what is your take so far?
I have not. All I know is, I mean, I read some like not reviews, like some kind of like summaries of like kind of what it is, what you get from it or whatever. So I mean, as long as it's not, I heard it's like smaller than what you expect it to be, which is kind of a bummer. But as long as what's there is a lot, you know what I mean? I mean, as far as the world, I mean, to say. But I'm hyped for it. Definitely, it looks very very pretty. Everything I've seen so far, it looks really good.
Yeah, I haven't been going too deep into the spoilers and anything like that. I just see more videos of like the advertising and stuff like that, but I didn't want to like see the or anything. I would prefer to keep that fresh, you know. But for pretty much the highlight of this year. Although Subnautica is pretty good, and After Party Art is also pretty.
Oh, Subnautica.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I'm not really a Minecraft kind of guy, but for some reason, because it was water, I like.
Yeah, it's a nice atmosphere, so it's a nicer, like, kind of more unique thing.
Yeah, I wish it was co-op.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll add that in, but I mean, it's definitely nice to have it out of preview. So it's good that it's finally a full game. I know it's been like a couple, like maybe a year since it went out of preview, or maybe less than that.
Probably about that.
Yeah.
I want to say that's when I got it.
Okay.
It was like sometime at the end of last year, or maybe at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good game. After Party too. I really like that developer. I think it's Night School Games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved Oxenfree. It was a really good game. But this one, I did hear that there's like there's no puzzles like that, like gameplay puzzles, I should say. This is purely dialogue, which is I've never played a game that's only dialogue. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you call it a game, even though the puzzles weren't anything serious.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think it has its own. Maybe it'll have its own new mechanics. Maybe it'll have some newer stuff in there to replace puzzles. But hopefully, it's more compelling. I mean, hopefully, the game is compelling to play though. Yeah, because adventure games are kind of a dime a dozen. But this one, I guess, because the developer has a good pedigree, so
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's definitely more here. Excuse me. This month that I'll try than most months, definitely. After Party, It's like when I want to try and I want to get the Outer Worlds. So come on.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, Arstechnica also wrote a piece on Project Xcloud preview serves as a possible portable Xbox One. So I know I got in the preview. Did anybody else get in the preview for Xcloud?
No, not yet. I haven't been able to. Well, I didn't really apply to it, but I was always curious to see how it runs.
Yeah, so I didn't make it any secret when I first tried it the very first night. It ran like absolute shit. It was awful. We're talking probably about a quarter of a second of lag, like between button presses and looking around. So it was just this sluggish, noticeable, crappy experience. After about 2 days, I kept putting a feedback saying, I tried VPNs, I tried this, and believe it or not, using a VPN, going through a proxy, actually helped a little bit. But thankfully, in like 2 days after that, I tried it again, and it was actually ran like shockingly well. Like it was very surprising how well it ran, to the point like.
What time of day was it when you the second time?
I tried it like multiple times a day on. Oh no, the second time I did it was I don't know. It was probably about 6 at night, 5, 6 at night.
I was just curious if this is going to have like peak times when there's more people using it, if it'll affect it or anything.
Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, the second time I used it, it worked really, really, really well. Like it was shockingly like. It felt like almost. Well, I would say while I was on 5 gigahertz, it felt like I was on a console. Like
really?
I could play Killer Instinct and be happy with the controls.
That's interesting.
Yeah, while on 4G, like through T-Mobile, I wouldn't put it in the same league. It would be good for like RPGs, nothing that's fast paced. Sea of Thieves worked okay on it. I mean, it was noticeable, but not to the point like that it was too distracting on mobile internet. But on my Wi-Fi, it was great. It was
Were you doing it away from home, not using your console, or was this like the?
This was XCloud. Like you can't stream from your console yet. They haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is using their servers. But yeah, it worked insanely well. It was over 5G. Well, not 5G. 5 gigahertz on my router. Like it felt like I was just playing on an Xbox. Like it was wild, just what kind of performance you got out of it. And then you're sitting there playing a console game on your phone. It's really weird, like to kind of have that kind of level of that quality in a game on a mobile device.
Well, good.
Because even with like Switch, when you're sitting there, you're like, the Switch is cool and good, but it's always that like, this is a Switch game. Like with XCloud, it was just like, this is what I've been playing. Like there's a noticeable step down in quality when it comes to XCloud because you're not getting HDR no more. I would say a big drawback is you don't get Rumble anymore, which is it's just different. Like it's something I hope they can add in because I need Rumble in a game. Like it's just such a key part of most games now. To just have like no motion is kind of weird. And I know Infinity Line also has gotten into the whatever this beta, alpha, whatever it is of XCloud. And I know he spoke up in chat about it.
Right. Well, I don't have an Android phone or a tablet or anything, so I didn't even get I'm not even gonna get to try this until they add it to Apple. Sadly.
Infinity Line says you don't notice Rumble until it's gone. Feels super weird. Yep.
You can't. Can you not use Rumble in the Do you use a controller with it, or just you touch?
You have to use a controller. You can't use touchscreen.
There's no touchscreen controls yet.
No, not yet. It's all controller.
And there's no Rumble in the controller when you do it.
Nope, no Rumble.
I used to play Halo 2 like that, so that wouldn't bother me. But you know why? I think they took it away.
So it doesn't rattle your phone off?
No, like if it rumbles, like it would be rumbling your controller, obviously. But I think that the latency in that rumble would like like if say you're shooting and you're feeling it, your controller rumble when you're shooting, and it doesn't look like it on the screen. I think that would make it more noticeable because you'll be feeling it. You like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I know what you mean. Yeah, but it's still one of those things when you don't. It's something a feature that when you always have it on and it's just gone, you notice it. Like it's immediately like something's wrong. I don't like this. Like it's just weird. Infinity Line says, I tried Sea of Thieves on 4G today. It was great till the signal switched towers and my speed went to shit. Yeah, I noticed that. Like, and there's another thing. Like, if you're playing a game, right, and let's say, because I kept testing a bunch of different things. I would switch from like the 2.5 to the 5 gigahertz or 2.4 to the 5 gigahertz, and it would create a substantial amount of lag. Like it was like it couldn't keep up, so you would have to quit out of the game entirely, go back into launch a new game, because how Xcloud works is it holds that instance for a few minutes until it knows for sure you're done playing. So in case you accidentally exit out, you can go right back into the game. But I was using, I was switching between T-Mobile, home internet, different 2.4 or 5 gigahertz connections. But I gotta say, like that second, it really did impress me. I could see how the future of gaming is streaming off of that, especially if they can get Rumble and stuff in there. Then you're good to go. Like you wouldn't want to do VR with it because I don't think you'll ever get the latency down
That
for human sight.
Disgusting.
But 60 frames per second is totally doable. Like it's scary how well it works. Excuse me. But yeah, that's all I really had to say about Xcloud. I mean, Arstechnica wrote, they just said it was, good. The hiccups were good for all the headache you might get out of it.
Could you imagine doing Xcloud in VR? Like that would. Oh man!
I mean, one day I can see it. Like, the networks just aren't there yet, though. Network infrastructure. But I could see them doing VR where the cloud's rendering everything like that's over 50 feet out, and then you have local hardware rendering everything closer to you, and that way you could have like these giant infrastructures of thousands of people or millions of people playing together, and then having the cloud control that end while you just rendered what's directly around you. It's the future, sir. It's the future.
Yeah, I'll be cool on that one.
All right. Obsidian Entertainment came out and publicly said the Microsoft acquisition was a giant weight off its shoulders. We are not suddenly going to be asked to be a different studio than we have been. But they're excited to be part of Microsoft. It's kind of the same spiel we've heard with all the studios that have joined Microsoft so far. Nobody's
wait so long?
I don't know. Senior design Brian Hines shed the light on how the deal between Obsidian and Microsoft went down. It hotly anticipated on darkly rumored The Outer Worlds was not affected by the buyout due to Obsidian's publishing relationship with Private Division. On the studio level, for me personally, one of the nice things is that now we're part of Microsoft. We're focusing more on what the next games are going to be rather than how do we pitch the next games, Hines explained. So yeah, it's kind of the same spiel that we've heard from every studio acquisition so far. Microsoft doesn't seem to be pushing, nobody's saying that Microsoft seems to be pushing any kind of agenda when it comes to their games out. Which hopefully, I have no reason to doubt, but hopefully that is true. I'd rather see these publishers, or not publishers, but developers be able to just kind of make what they want. Infinity Line wants to make sure that everybody knows the skeleton monkey, though, in Sea of Thieves, it's on fire. It's on fire. It is.
I'll have to check it out.
It literally on fire? Like it's flaming? It's a flaming skeleton monkey?
No. It's not a flame. It's just a skeleton monkey.
I'm
It's a
about to say
monkey
that's
down to the
baller.
bone. Down to the bone, sir.
Yeah, that'd be cool if there's like a green glow in the dark like flaming monkey. That would be the cherry on top.
Yeah.
But the Obsidian stuff is interesting. I mean, they're definitely one of my like ones to watch for as far as Microsoft acquisitions go. Like after like my list was, I put this on Twitter. The ones that I'm looking forward to the most is Ninja Theory was number 1, Obsidian number 2, Playground number 3, 4 Double Fine, and 5 In Exile. So those are like kind of the ones that I'm looking most forward to seeing what they're doing next. So Obsidian is going to be really interesting to see what they do. I mean, we know that they're doing at least one new IP or new first-person RPG, and I think they had like 3 teams altogether.
Think so.
Or 2 or 3 or
It's
one.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think
How many employees?
it's gonna be more than 100. One something, maybe 200, from what I recall. I mean, it's a pretty decent sized studio, and I think they're still expanding, like on plays. You know, they're filling in roles that they need to fill in with like more professional people, so they can, you know, maybe like I don't know, like a cutscene person, you know, different people that fill in roles for their games that they need that they might not have access to.
According to Wiki, it is 200 employees.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's quite big. And it's great because they're an RPG studio, which is Microsoft needed a lot of, you know, because they do mostly shooters, some strategy, but they usually outsource those things. Yeah, that's really interesting. And with Outer Worlds, that's definitely, you know, it's scoring so well that it's definitely a good you know, feeling to have that team on Microsoft, so they can do what they need to do and not worry about the budget. So yeah, it's not really nice to hear about it. You know, they don't have like limitations, so to say.
Yeah. Psychotron, welcome to the chat, sir. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Psychotron, what's up, man? Thanks for coming. You and Finny Line are top 2.
All right. Where to head from here? Man, I should have started with the story. I don't know why I end with it. But what were we gonna say? Well,
while we're on Outer Worlds, it seems to be rating pretty well. It's was it 85 Metacritic on
I thought it was an 86
Xbox?
on. Oh no, yeah, 85 on Xbox, 86 on PlayStation. I think it's
yeah, so they're about even.
Did you a Microsoft Studio game? Still, you know, it's Sony bump.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's been some Microsoft, you know, influence on that game as well. You know, funding or whatever. Did you guys preload the game?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Oh, it's 85 on both now. Yeah, Sony suck it. No, but yeah, I preloaded it. I was talking to a friend at work today about it. Like, it was just like, I think I'm gonna pick it up Friday. It's like, but you got Game Pass, don't you? I was like, yep. Man, I'll just be playing it on Friday when it shows up.
I wish it was available now.
Yeah, it would have been a cool thing for Microsoft to kind of, hey, 3 days early access.
Yeah, like kind of like yours. That'd be nice. Sweeten the pot. What about you, Steph? You preloaded it?
I think he stepped away for just a moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's definitely something I'm looking forward to. Like, I know Infinity Line says he's gonna blast through the 3 to 6 hour long campaign.
Oh, nice. I don't know if it'll be that short, but
yeah, it's Obsidian. It'll be long, drawn out. Should be fun though.
I think it's gonna be like interesting because it's filling in kind of a niche that not a whole lot of other developers doing, like kind of like the space opera kind of RPG. I mean, it's not as grand as like a Mass Effect, but it's still like
it's hitting those kind of key points. Yeah, I mean,
right.
And also Fallout, which we will get to. Trust me, is Fallout has been very disappointing in its last couple of games, and it's kind of left a big open hole in that market. And Obsidian can definitely take that ball and go running with it like it's gonna. And it sounds like they have with the Outer Worlds.
Yeah, I mean, so it's Outer Worlds. I was curious. I don't think it's gonna have a third-person mode, right? It's just mostly first-person.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, it'd be cool if they added that, just to see. Because if your character has like I mean, it's just weird to have like a game with your character is just only first-person, but you have like cosmetics. I mean, Sea of Thieves is like that, but I feel like there should be a third-person just for shits and giggles at least, even if it doesn't work very well.
Yeah, but you also dance and all kinds of other shit in Sea of Thieves where you see your cosmetics often.
Yeah, it would just be nice to have that. I mean, something else I was gonna ask? Damn it! Hate it when I lose my train of thought. I guess get back to me if you.
All right, I'll wait about 6 months, and then I'll offer you a subscription service for.
You're hilarious.
For private servers, and an NPC expansion. It's been delayed to Q1 2020.
Oh man!
So for $100 a year, you can pick up our broken fucking game and have your own private servers.
It takes balls, man, to just do that sort of thing.
What?
Is it just servers? I didn't read it. I just saw that it was a subscription service for one game, and I was like, "This is what we're going to now."
Oh no, but not just one game. Like for a shitty game, like a fucking game that even Bethesda was like, "Yeah, this game's shit." Like we launched it at the wrong time. It wasn't ready.
No, don't
shit.
disrespect Fallout 76 too much. Somebody Moss will pop out of nowhere and start scolding.
I'm ready. Bring them. I bought Fallout 76 day one. That shit was a piece of fucking garbage. It's a bad game, and now it never got super better. It's just kind of been the whole entire time, and now they're charging people for private servers coming next week, so that you can have unlimited storage for your scrap, and you don't have to deal with other people, and you can just essentially play Fallout 76 by yourself.
Oh, you mean that you can pay $100 a year and you could get a normal Fallout game?
Yes.
Yeah, you might as well just play Fallout. Was that Fallout 4?
No. See, what you really do is you wait like a couple days and you play the Outer Worlds. That's what you really do.
Psychotron says, "I'm not paying more for a broken game."
Here.
Yep. I want my money back from Fallout 76. Yep, I don't blame you. It's a bad game. If anything, all this should be free. I don't get me wrong. The private servers, I understand. You're going to pay for your server, but like the the scrap stuff and all that should just be included in the game. Like, I'm sorry, that's not. It's called quality of life, and your game was born on fucking life support anyway. Like, it's.
Yeah, just play.
I'll put it this way: in the launch, like, there was a reset era. There had been a few articles about how they were yelling about how on the reset era they're yelling about how Nintendo Switch games don't run great or whatever. But we kind of got used to like games being a little broken before when they launch this last generation. It happened kind of the middle of last gen, but still this generation overall we've kind of put up with a lot.
I agree.
Fallout 76 was one of the worst games this generation on launch. Like, it was just terrible in almost every fucking aspect. Servers wouldn't load for a while. Fucking, there was nothing to do. It was just a broken fucking game. And now that they're wanting to charge people a fucking monthly fee, they can go fuck themselves. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry, Bethesda. Your reputation is trash now. It's just trash.
Yeah, they ruined just what little they have. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say about Obsidian. So now that they have Microsoft money, do you think they'll be up there with like BioWare as far as just like production value? You know.
Is BioWare up there with BioWare for production value anymore?
Yeah, I mean, I say what you will about their games, but Anthem looked really nice, and
No, I'm just
Mass
busting
Effect,
some
you know.
balls a little bit,
Yeah,
but yeah, I think Obsidian will be. I mean,
yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, yeah, because BioWare is just not the same anymore. So Obsidian is like the next big RPG developer that's couldn't fill in that little niche. So that'd be cool.
I say no.
no.
You don't think so?
Not like with one game. No.
No, I mean it will be a few games. I mean, I know they're gonna have different style games anyway, so they're not gonna be all like third person beautiful games. But I think with because now they have access to Unreal Engine masters with like the Gears people, and then you got the budgets now. So I mean, I think they'll be using Unreal Engine for most of their games now, but I don't know. It depends on what they want to use, I guess, or what engine is available to them.
I think they can get there. It just takes some time. I don't think money's going to change it overnight.
Well, it's not. They don't really have to build as much as I think that's being implied here. When you look at what games they released, I mean, not everything's been a massive budget game, but like we're talking about, they made Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 back in the day. Uh, Fallout New Vegas. They've made big games. They made Stick of Truth for South Park. But they have their lower budget games like Pillars of Eternity. But it's, to me, it's something that's going to be with their, like, the Outer Worlds is showing that they, you give them a budget, they can make you a, I don't want to say Mass Effect game, but yeah, the original Mass Effect game, like that kind of big budget game where it's like, look, we're going to build a world, and we're going to, hopefully the Outer Worlds 2 or whatever expands on the idea that they had. Like, so I'm excited to see what they end up doing with the Outer Worlds and how that pushes out, because like you said, it's an interesting title for them. It looks really good. It's a pretty game, and so far it's reviewing very well. So I mean, I'm kind of in. I'm full into this game. Like, I really do want to play it. I just don't want to spoil anything, so I've been keeping away from it as much as possible. As I was reminiscing about and I know it's not their game, but like Fallout 3 the other day, and how much I liked New Vegas, and like I kind of want a game similar to that again. And if anybody's going to give it to me in this day and age, it's going to be Obsidian. Even if they weren't a Microsoft developer, they're just, if anybody's going to give us that kind of game, it's going to be them. It seems like everybody else is just kind of out to screw you, aka Bethesda.
That was weird. Going back to Bethesda real quick. I always used to say, like, when I was playing Skyrim and stuff, and Fallout, like, if this just had co-op, if this just had multiplayer, and look at it now. I'd never imagined in a million years this is where they'd be at with their multiplayer. And I just find it strange that they kind of remind me of like when what was his name, Todd, whatever his fucking name is. He kind of reminds me of like how the Witcher devs are, like how they're for the player and all this stuff. Like they at least when they're talking, they talk like that.
Yeah,
but this doesn't feel like it represents what kind of company they are.
Yeah, I agree. It feels like they're just trying to turn a profit, and it's not and I get that. They're a business. They're supposed to be doing that, but who knows?
I mean, do you think it's because their games aren't selling good?
I don't know. I really don't.
I think they're trying to do. They're trying to get away from the single player only model, and they're trying to branch out into like online stuff, and with Elder Scrolls and with and I think even Wolfenstein and New Blood had these online elements. So they're trying to go in harder with that, but they're failing spectacularly. So they should probably scale back and kind of go back to what they do best. Yeah, maybe Doom Eternal will be that one. That would be like the kind of return to like them having better, first, what do you call it? Single player games that don't have to rely on online systems and stuff like that. So hopefully they're just trying out new stuff and they'll figure out something and they don't keep going with this crap.
Yeah, I mean, this is far from the company that were like pitching the whole single player still alive.
Yeah.
What was that? Prey, and what was the other game? Was it? I guess it was Wolfenstein and Prey. Like those came out. That had the whole added video game award.
Yeah, Dishonored as well. That's a great game.
Oh yeah, Dishonored. Yeah, that's a pretty good game.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, what's their next game? Doom Eternal, or is it? I know
they got pushed back.
Yeah, I heard it was delayed. What, it was like next year now or something?
Yeah.
Or is it at the end of the year? I'm not 100% sure. So, yeah, and then I don't know what's going on with that Ghostwire Tokyo game because that one of the developers left. So yeah, all we have to look forward to, I guess, is just like ports of Doom. I think Doom 64 is supposed to come out ported to the current consoles, which is great because that's one of my favorite Dooms among 3 and was it 2017 Doom or 2016, whatever when that came out.
I think it was 2016.
Yeah,
maybe even 15, but I think 2016.
Well, it looks like we got some breaking news. Mike Ibarra is VP at Blizzard now.
Oh.
GM VP.
Interesting. Randall Thor was kind of calling that one out too. He called that one I think he's saying it'll be Blizzard or some other company. I forgot which was the other one. Oh, nice. Well, that's kind of a bad time to go there, though.
Yeah, this is a bad week to announce it, but I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure his moves were him getting hired there was way before any of that other shit went down.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna say it's a good move.
Well, I'm not gonna say it's a bad move, so we'll see. Hopefully, he turned that culture around maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
he said, Mike Rivera says, I am very happy to announce I'm joining Blizzard Entertainment, Executive Vice President and GM starting 11/4. We'll be at BlizzCon. We will work with all our energy and serve gamers with incredible content and experiences. I can't wait to be part of this team. Lucky, humble, gamers serve.
Well, I hope you can get the ball rolling on Diablo. It's a game that needs to...
It's rumored to be announced that Diablo 2 remaster and Diablo 4 are going to be at BlizzCon.
Oh, so the 2 remaster, is it like in 3D or is it the 2D?
I hope it's a 2D. Sprites. I would rather... It needs to be sprites. Like, if you're going to do anything, you do sprites for that.
Interesting.
It would really be cool in sprites if they redid the whole thing.
Yeah. That would be very expensive to do.
It would, but it would make it... Like, that would outsell pretty much every other fucking Diablo game. Like a Diablo 2 remaster, people love that game. I'd rather play Diablo 4, honestly. But if I was going to be completely honest about it, yeah, like Diablo 2 is going to sell like gangbusters. A remaster of that.
Yeah, 2 was like, was that like the height of the series? It was a phenomenon.
Like, it was just crazy.
Yeah.
How popular that was.
Yeah, it was so popular that like 3 seemed like almost like a... Like, it wasn't as, like, I don't know, it wasn't as excited. People weren't as excited as 3 to 3 than 2. Because 2 was so, like, big, like you said. It was just, like, it was, like, the height of the series. And then 3 happened, they're like, it was good, but, like, I guess it didn't have the same impact, I guess, as 2.
How many years was it from 2 to 3?
It was, like, 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
That's it?
Not 100%. So I'm not 100%.
Wait, I gotta look that up. That does not seem right.
I feel like it was like a long.
Got a bit longer though. I'm not 100% though. I'm just kind of taking a shot.
So
I
Diablo
thought it
2.
was
No, no. I mean, it's a better guess than I would have had. I don't know. Like, let's see. So Diablo 2 came out June 29th, 2000, the year 2000.
oh, that's a while. I think the new one is like 2012 or 2011, right? Diablo 3.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like 10 years.
2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very long time.
Yeah, because my time frame a little mixed up, so I kind of thought it was a little shorter.
He
But
said 3 or 4 years.
yeah, I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
man, the graphics really I mean, honestly, it wasn't even like the graphics go that far in that amount of time? Was it? Did it go from 2D sprites to that? Shit. The time flies.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'm not. That's all the news I had to go over. Unless y'all want to cover anything else.
What else? I don't really see a whole lot of other stuff. It was kind of like just fluff stuff.
Yeah, like they announced the revenue stuff. Like revenue, I think was flat, and then like year over year, Xbox sales were down. Which
yeah,
with the new consoles coming next year, and that's what everybody's talking about. It's not shocking. Like it's kind of like a.
yeah, it's
I would
par
say
for
it's
the course.
expected. Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't expect anybody to be selling insane numbers. Don't get me wrong. This holiday, when both Microsoft and Sony drop the consoles, they'll probably. Do you think they go down to like 150 for Black Friday this year, or lower?
It's very possible. I'd say the S at least. We got
Yeah.
really good
You
price
see some
cuts.
crazy deals. Yeah. I mean, if you need a 4K Blu-ray player, we'll be there. We'll be there.
Yeah, and it's like it's the end of the gen, so it feels like the beginning, and then Microsoft shooting, putting all I'm sorry, they're on all four cylinders, and they're like doing all the stuff they can, and they're still down in revenue. Then that's kind of worrying, but it's at this point, it's just not really like anything exciting going on. It's just mostly waiting for the next few games and the launch. So hopefully, maybe they'll kind of lead up to the news of the Scarlet, and they'll bring more excitement to the console and make more game stuff. And hopefully, maybe because we got XO coming up soon, so maybe they'll drum up excitement for the consoles and stuff. I do get a little worried about the console sales because they're so flat now that it's like I feel like it's almost devalued the console itself. So it's like a little nervous because Scarlet's going to come. I mean, they're at a deficit kind of like starting the gen, so it'll be hard for them to like try to sell the new console with so many options they're offering. So they have to really step it up and give people good reasons to get the console, whether it be back compat or enhancing Xbox One titles, which would be great. So,
you guys want to do like a slight prediction for XO? How close are we to it?
yeah, that's coming soon. I think it's like let me see. Check my calendar here. I know it's November. It's like, let me see.
It's the 14th of November is the date.
Yes, sir. For 3 days, 14th to the 16th. But I think it'll be the event stuff that's televised. I think might be like just the 14th. But who knows? Maybe they'll have that inside Xbox 3 days. Maybe they'd have enough stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So, what did you want to predict? Stuff.
I'm just curious. What do you guys think we'll see? Like, do you think they'll wait for E3 to show any like of the other studio, any of these other games that they haven't announced? Basically, we're just waiting. We're just gonna wait for E3.
Well, I think if it was me, I think they should wait till E3 for new studio announcements. I don't think XO19 needs to be about it. They should announce. Well, they already said they're going to announce.
No, not studios, but games.
Oh, they said there will be new games from Microsoft Studios there that we have not seen.
When they say that shit?
I don't remember the exact date, but they definitely did say that.
Is that recently?
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear.
So there will be new games at XO19. If they're, they never said like they're AAA games or anything, but games we've never seen will be there. So we'll see. We'll see. But
I just want to see something.
I was
something.
arguing with Vern. Well, not arguing. I was discussing this with Vern. He thinks they will announce a studio acquisition. I think they'll wait till E3 to announce a couple Japanese studios that they bought.
Yeah, that'll be quite an action-packed XO if they do announce Studios Plus games.
Yeah.
Cause they have to save stuff for what's more interesting is what are they gonna show at E3? Because like they have a lot of events. They have at least 2 events they have to do before E3. You got the XO and then you got the possible reveal event. So I'm figuring they're gonna probably tease some stuff at XO, like the UK studios stuff. They're probably not gonna go too crazy with it, and then the reveal event they'll tease some of the bigger games like Infinite, and then they'll do the blowout at E3 for Infinite. I'm guessing, and like the launch games like Killer Instinct 2 or whatever else they have lined up for the launch.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be anything like you said too crazy. I think it was maybe we'll get something. It's gotta be something more than. I mean, of course, Outer Worlds will be out by then, but like a insert marketed game that they have new trailer. It'd definitely be more than that.
I mean, they also do have to show off Gears Tactics. It's been a while since we saw stuff from that game, so they have to show that off, whether here or XO or E3, because it's gonna get into the next gen. So you got to show off more of that game. Unless that's going to be some launch title which you never know. I guess between now and then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the gentleman that is perfect. Great timing. He knows how to do it. Welcome to the show, Eric. Thank you for being here, sir.
Hey.
I see the Magic the Gathering is in motion, in play, if you will.
Yeah, it literally just is in play right now. But I think it was on the whole time. I'll leave it on. I'm not even playing it. It's in the lobby or whatever. But yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hello.
A little bit late, but this is our time. What you guys talking about?
XO19 predictions, kind of. Just what do you expect to see?
I don't know.
I'm expecting to see the next update for Sea of Thieves. I think that's probably pretty easy to guess. We'll see the next big expansion.
That's reasonable.
We'll see some Ori stuff. I think we'll see. I don't know if they'll announce a Fable or at XO. That'll be crazy though. But
I mean, if anywhere, it would make sense for them to announce Fable for Scarlet, and they could do that at XO19. That actually would make a lot of sense. I mean, we were surprised it didn't show up at E3 this year, so maybe
the reason why was obvious. Like, show, which was awesome, by the way, one of the most awesome E3 shows. In terms of, they made a lot of announcements. People were like, "Where's the games to go with?" And people forgot that they still didn't show they're like, "What was the game?" Like, we don't know if it's Playground Games, right? Is working on, because they didn't announce anything. Oh, but they did announce something. It was nothing. It was an expansion. But they didn't announce a new game, Playground Games, at E3. But that was the whole point. So you're right. The best place would be cool to see it, right? In London. It makes sense.
Yeah.
They could do that. Or they wait till they're on the stage again at E3 with all the other developers that they definitely going to show some stuff I think I remember seeing Ninja Theory show their other game they were working on. After they get the Wild, was it the Outer World?
Mhm.
Heard that's that's a good Fallout game style, getting good reviews. Uh, so I think X. I don't know. I gotta temper it because it's done like a
You're
big
breaking up for
inside
me a lot.
Xcloud.
I don't know about anybody else, but
Yeah, I thought it was
I,
just
I, I
man.
thought it was just me too. Yeah, you
I
break.
just like, but cheese. Thank you. Like that's all you know. That's what we're getting.
Yeah, Eric.
Hello? Can you hear?
We can hear you,
Nah,
but
you're breaking.
you're not
Yeah.
you're breaking up. Drop out and drop back.
Yeah, try that. See if that works.
I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's just
Nah,
it's
that's
hard
all
to
right.
follow.
He just the string on his cannon was just getting a little loose. Yeah, I mean,
It's true. It's true.
So we have so far like all right, because the UK studio, so it's possible
Hello?
Fable.
Is that better?
It's still botting a little bit.
Oh, okay.
go ahead. Let's hear.
It's still botting? Dang it.
A little bit better now, for me at least.
Sorry.
No, you're fine, buddy.
It's all right.
Your internet just a little slow.
I just think that EXO is such a weird like what's gonna be. They could surprise us, but they announced it was gonna be the biggest show, right?
I think the thing that makes it seem like it could be more than what we had previously is because apparently they're like trying to fly people out and stuff like streamers and YouTubers and their regular PR team is reaching out to a lot more people that they do like if it was an E3 basically,
Yeah.
which is notable. I mean, they wouldn't fly people out just to see Flight Simulator. You know what I mean?
That's in November, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit ways from it. They always say, my bad. They did say we have lots of surprises planned. I didn't know that. That was.
I guess it depends on how much Microsoft wants to split between XO and E3, because I don't know how much they're willing to do at
Their
Gamescom.
games come out in. So let me see Microsoft. What games come out in spring for Microsoft? That'll be the ones that they'll show. Hold on. Xbox.
The only thing they got announced for spring currently is Ori.
More than.
No, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, got Ori. Oh, the other stuff came out. Oh yeah, Blair Witch. I didn't. It was creepy. Mine.
Minecraft done.
I'm gonna have
that
to,
one. That's
I'm
gonna
gonna have to drop you. You were botting out so bad.
That's a multi-plat.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, because there's not really much. I mean, there's the ones that are still in the air are Bleeding Edge and Battletoads, because they haven't announced any dates for that yet. But if it has to be between now and launch, because they still, like we talked about it before, but they have a huge gap between Gears and Ori, so they'll have to slot those in, or they're just gonna leave everything for launch.
Hey, hello. Hello.
You
How
sound
about that?
okay.
Is it better?
You sound good, yeah.
Right for right now.
Yeah, but Dungeons, no, they line up for spring. I'm fine with the spring. Looks decent. I can't even lie. Ori and the Dungeon, pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Because if those games didn't look great, I'd be like, yeah, but they look pretty good.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about Dungeons because it's a multi-platform game. But yeah, that's true. It is from their own studio, so I don't know. That's a weird studio. They're gonna just keep pumping out multi-platform stuff, even though it's not a multi-platform studio.
Maybe they're gonna announce some stuff or date. Maybe things that we thought were now at the end of the year apparently. So Microsoft Flight Simulator may be coming out as or
Could be.
and that might be what's going to happen. So I expect that. I expect more information for their titles at the end.
I mean, I guess they can do like you said, like they can do like Ninja Theory will have like their own spotlight. They'll be like, okay, we'll show off. I hope they show more Bleeding Edge, like the characters and stuff like that, because they've only really done like some featurettes with I think with Jez and like just weird outlets to show the game off, and because they're still doing the, what do you call it, what, the beta or alpha? I forget what they're doing now, but
it's not. It's like it's a play test.
okay.
Means there's scheduled times where you can play it, and I can't stand those. I really can't. I hate you telling me when I can play a game. Like,
yeah,
tell me like between this day and this day, but not only on this day, this week of the month at this time.
yeah, they did that with Fable Legends, I remember, and that was a kind of a disaster because almost people just got in at certain times, and you weren't always guaranteed the game to play it. But yeah, so I figured Ninja Theory is gonna be like go over Bleeding Edge, and hopefully they'll show release date, and then after that they'll segue into their new game. And hopefully the same thing with Rare. They'll say like, Sea of Thieves DLC, and then they'll segue into their new IP because they're still working on a new IP as well. I hope it's good, but I'm a little wary about it.
Why's that?
Well, I just don't know if Rare's making games for me anymore. Like, I like Sea of Thieves. It's cool. It's a cool game, but I don't want to see more games like that. I want to see them do like more single player stuff. Even if it's like a Viva Pinata or something. I don't know, something different. Something not Sea of Thieves or online focused only.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're one of their new game will probably be one of the games that you remember whenever Sea of Thieves came out, they actually had pitched like 3 different games to Phil, and that's the one that he said would he picked, I guess, or he was like, this is the one. So they got some stuff on the tuck, so maybe they'll have something that looks kind of nice.
I hope so. I just hope they don't, because Rare's not like weird because they kind of pigeonhole. Can barely talk. They pigeonhole themselves with a certain style, like kind of just like a cartoony style. I kind of want to see them do
Viva
like
Pinata
things.
alone, sir. Leave Viva Pinata. I love that game. I want the remaster. That's all I'm saying.
I want
4K.
real life pinatas.
Oh man, so good.
Yeah, but they've done stuff like Perfect Dark and Killer Instinct and Blast Core, stuff that's different. That's not necessarily just like cartoony-ish, with googly eyes.
Yeah,
So
I agree. Will, I agree. Perfect Dark does look realistic. It did look realistic when they came out, and like what was that, 2003 or some shit? No, way earlier than that. No, 2000.
2001, 2002, maybe. I don't know. Not 100%.
So
yeah,
long ago.
Yeah. Yeah, so I want to see them diversify, their portfolio, should I say? Wu-Tang.
Diversify your portfolios. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of
throw it out there. Perfect Dark Zero came out in 05.
No, Perfect Dark.
Oh, just the first one, yeah.
Yeah, the first one.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm hearing good things. 2000, yeah. So you're right, Steph. So I don't know.
It's okay to be wrong.
It's okay.
No.
We're here to fact check. That's all I'm saying.
Someone has to.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. Everybody was still just playing GoldenEye.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know, bro. When I got that I don't even remember what you call it, but the hardware update for your 64. A little piece that.
No, I had it too. We all rented Perfect Dark, but we all owned GoldenEye 007.
I didn't have that. I didn't have the little piece because
that's expansion pack, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, no, I got my expansion pack because I got the Donkey Kong N64, which came with.
Yeah, I never got that shit. So I went to the hospital with my sister. My sister who's an ill person till this day. She still is. So she's always in and out the hospital. But back then they used to have like these carts where like they had like the Nintendo stuff on it, and it was always like Super Nintendo. Eventually, they got the 64, and when they got the 64, it was the good one. And I was like, I'm bringing my Perfect Dart. I brought Perfect Dart, and I was like, what is this whole section of the game I ain't never played? It was a single player. The guns had red dots on them. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I figured it out. It was that piece. You know what I mean? And as a kid, I'm ashamed to say, as a child, years ago, I don't know, something may happen to that shit. That shit man came home with me on accident. I'm ashamed to say I don't remember if I did or did not.
It's crazy how big of a difference that expansion made.
Hell yeah, that game was basically just multiplayer maps, and then you just did whatever. But if you played with the expansion, it was the whole game. I had no idea. I mean, this was like a year after the game came out. Had no idea because I didn't have like a magazine subscription. I didn't have Nintendo Power or nothing like that. So, yeah, I had no idea. I mean, you can imagine in 2000, it was 2019. That was 19 years ago for me. I'm 29. I was 10 years old.
Man, I don't think even Donkey Kong 64 could run without it. I don't think so. I think it was like
people have made it run. We've found out that the expansion pack was a complete fucking fraud, essentially.
Well, there's certain parts of the game. I mean,
no. How like the memory and stuff works on the N64. There've been a couple people that have broken it down, and like it was literally just a way to make people pay more money. Like it didn't really help memory wise. Not a lot. Like very. It was
for the 10-year-old Stefan.
Oh, the 10-year-old Stefan, it was the greatest thing on the planet. Trust me, I understand. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like it was people have broken that shit down. That shit was a total flex. It had nothing. Like, it really didn't help the console.
Well, it locked out content from Perfect Dark that I didn't have before.
Oh, no, I know. Yeah, it was fucking shameful that they did that to people.
I had no idea they did that.
Yeah, and Turok 2 had like a resolution boost, but it ran pretty bad. It wasn't that great.
Turok 2 was different too. Damn.
Yeah.
I need to go back and find out what games was different because literally that was the only one I think I had, and I that I figured that out. That was like, because I told my brother, he didn't believe me. He was like, "You lying?" And then I did the level, and I was like, "Look, it's a stealth level. I got a red dot. I'm in this bank." And it was ball. I remember that shit. I'll never forget that shit.
But yeah, me and my friends played tons of Perfect Dark, but we would always just switch whoever that week was gonna be renting it from Blockbuster, because we were all playing anyway. Like it was just always playing together.
I think didn't Zelda Majora's Mask use it too, the expansion pack, or am I bugging?
Nah, that's one I would definitely have to go back and play. Maybe that was the master stuff, or maybe not. I'm not sure on that part, but I know the one that I had. Actually, you know what? I never had the 64 version. I had the GameCube version, and my friend had the 64 version. So I never had the 64 version, which is crazy. A lot of people don't remember this, but they released the GameCube version of all the Zeldas on a disc or whatever. With those little bitty mini discs. And if you bought a GameCube, you got like every single Zelda. So I had all the Zeldas on GameCube. It's the greatest thing ever. GameCube. Anyway, that was a tangent.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I was right. So the only games that require its use for the expansion pack are Majora's Mask and Donkey Kong 64. So,
well, what about Perfect Dark?
But Perfect Dark had it locked you out of certain things if you didn't have it.
Yeah, I know that one. Definitely, had more stuff behind that.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't making that up.
No, and I think it limited the amount of people that could play multiplayer or something too.
Well, what did you get for Majora's Mask? I had no idea.
I think it just ran better or something. I'm not 100% though. I think because there's a huge world, so maybe it was just more possible with it. I don't know, but yeah, it was one of those things that certain games couldn't run without it, which was weird because you're locked out pretty much of the entire game. Interesting idea though, at the time.
Well, it worked because my dumbass had no idea. I was like, oh, this shit just like 007, but better. All
Yeah,
levels were the same and everything.
pretty much. Is Eric still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
So what do you think about the expansion pack debauchery
For what?
for the Nintendo 64?
Man, you really weren't paying attention.
Sorry, oh, sorry. I popped in. You said you were there. I'm there, but I wasn't paying attention.
Some bitch
Sorry.
right here. What y'all talking about? Y'all just been rambling on for like the last 5 minutes about a fucking N64 expansion pack. Like,
I'm sorry. I like the N64 expansion pack.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, why are we talking about this?
Eric was dealing death in Magic the Gathering.
Tempest Devaz, yes, this is a live video. Thanks for being
All right, that's all right. Eric over there playing with the white deck. Oh, pause. My bad. Pause.
Oh my god.
Is that how the game goes?
No.
Is that what Oh, what game is that?
No. Oh, that is a white deck. There's a white deck for it. So excuse me,
Whoa! What you say?
It's a white deck.
Oh, okay. Watch out, Dustin.
How dare you
I
stuff?
know. I think I might have to leave.
Well, I was gonna ask Eric. Were you checking out Outer Worlds, Eric, or are you gonna?
I have not even been playing much games at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. Call of Duty comes out tomorrow, which is
You're gonna get Call of Duty?
it's ridiculous. I guess, but not to play it. I don't know. I haven't been playing Gears. Outer Worlds does look great. It does look pretty good. I'm worth it. I've heard a lot of, from what I've seen, it definitely seems like a pretty good game. I know I was gonna get over the faces. You know, I was like, oh, look at these faces.
Yeah, they look a little weird.
But it's been so far. It's been pretty good. I've seen with the game, sure, Game Pass as well.
Yeah, you have it, so you could download it. Might as well.
So the Game Pass stuff.
Mhm.
Like when you look at the Game Pass, other games you got to play. There's some pretty good games that probably had Dishonored 2 popping up on there. Wow.
Yeah, but you gotta play this Outer Worlds. That's a premier game.
Outer Worlds is right on there. They even put Saints Row 4 re-elected on. I was like, oh snap.
Yeah, that's an old game though.
Yeah, that's an old game.
So, what do you think about the Obsidian acquisition? Are you feeling good after Outer Worlds scored well?
I am feeling very happy that it did, because not just scored well, but everybody in general seems to like it. It was some people did give a weird score, but most people were like, yeah, this is good. We can get down with it. They were like, after Fallout 76, like we needed this.
Yeah, definitely.
We could get down. And I was happy with the GameSpot. When GameSpot was like, yeah, we put, I was like shocked at the score.
They gave it a good review.
They gave it a 9.
What?
I was like, yo, yeah. And I was like, they put 30 hours in this, and he was like, yeah, we could get down. It was like really engrossed in the game.
Wow.
Even in the end, they were like, the bad inventory system, enemy encounters. I was like, wow. It was funny.
Wow.
You know, I was impressed that was the only thing that they felt to say it was bad. So I was like, that's how you use GameSpot every now and then. I gotta say, like, let's see what GameSpot says, because they go right on to the.
What could be bad about the enemy encounters?
I know it says enemy encounters are a cakewalk on the regular difficulty and won't push you to make the most game very simple. So he's saying basically don't go to the next difficulty, basically. You know what I mean? It was like weird things. So he really was trying hard game, and that's a good thing, you know.
I did see a preview of the combat, and they have a similar system to VATS that's in Fallout. It's like it slows down time, which is weird. Like I'm like, I guess they just wanted to add that as a homage or something. I don't know, but it's just weird to have that there.
Put 30 hours.
Wow, it's a long time.
I think it's called Cats.
Cats.
It's a new system. Yeah.
For real?
Is that 30 hours to
I just made that up.
I'm questioning. No, hold on. Is it 30 hours to complete it? That is, some people would be like, damn, I wish it was longer.
There's
But
got to be more. I think there's. I
is
want to
it 30?
say that I want to say they said 80 hours.
They said 80 hours.
I think so.
He said he finished his first run on PC on regular difficulty in 30 hours.
Really?
He is
Oh,
currently
that,
partway through the melee and low intelligence playthrough on Supernova.
that must not be with all the side quests. I want to say they mentioned at least 80 hours in one playthrough. He must have just ran straight through the game.
I mean, I think 30 is still a decent length.
I mean, it
Well,
is, but I want to say they said something about 80 hours somewhere.
Yeah. I hope they come out with it. I mean, they'll have to come out with an expansion to this game too. What do you guys think? Like a DLC
No,
expansion?
Because
I
they
think
moving
what they'll do.
on.
No, I think what they're gonna do is they'll have their a monthly subscription for the game, and you won't
Oh,
even
snap.
worry about. You won't never have to worry about like DLC or nothing like that. You just
Man.
get it.
You just get it? Okay.
Yeah, it'd be
Wow.
dope.
Yeah, that'd be something.
What do you think about that, Eric?
Nah, well, hell no. That's
Come
something
on, man.
that's
Bethesda's doing it, and they make similar games.
Bethesda's on the crack something. They on
Yeah.
crack. They were like, look, you can get a year. What was it? A year subscription for $99? What? I'm paying $99.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely someone smoking that crack rock over there.
But
When I
for
seen the
this,
tweet that had 3,000 likes on it, I was like,
did
"Are
you
you
see
kidding
the
me?"
reaction gifs? They're like, yo. People come on. They're like, nah.
You'll have to show me the thread because that sounds
You
funny.
gotta
Is it
see
on
it.
Twitter?
Hilarious as hell. Yeah, it's hilarious as hell. Some people were like, you can't be. They couldn't. They just couldn't believe it. They were just stunned. But as for Obsidian, the reason why I say they won't do an expansion because some parts, I don't know if you saw, but some parts like the enhanced version, I think it was people found out like there was the Xbox One version, the X1 One X, right? It
Mhm.
was the better enhanced version, and the PS4 didn't really have a. Remember, there was a thing they were doing a comparison already, or they left they gave the details of what's the difference, and they really didn't work They didn't work a lot on the PS4 version and part of the game. That makes me think they didn't really the PS4 Pro. They didn't really think about having a plan, for expansion. I could be wrong, but I don't think they're gonna do like a big expansion
Maybe like a smaller, like a
because
small one or
that would
something.
be a sign that they're working on another title. That's what I'm saying. They are,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like they put this game out and they're happy to get it out because they're making it first, but they're also working on it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we'll see. I guess where they go with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Did they? Is it on 30 frames per second on the X, or is it 60?
I think it's 4K 30.
4K 30.
I'm not sure if they'll have an option for 60 frames, but I know they set 4K, and there's no way it's 4K
Yeah, here
60.
it is. It says the Outer Worlds only features 4K textures and resolution on the Xbox One X and PC. They said that, yeah, it can because they. I guess, like I said, I can only. That could be that is the issue, but people were they thought it was going to be like a little bit higher, but that's what it is.
Yeah. So you get a great version of the X then.
Yeah.
No complaints. I mean, is it full 14? I mean, full 4K? They say. I haven't seen the analysis yet.
4K.
I better make sure my mic's on. They said it's 1440p for PlayStation and 4K with enhanced textures for Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. It's not dynamic. It's just full 4K.
I mean, we're going off what they said. I don't
Okay.
know.
We gotta wait to find out.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll see the Digital Foundry.
Did Digital Foundry get on it yet? Oh, they're behind.
I've still been waiting to see their. I know they have to be working on an Xcloud video.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Listen, they need to get off this damn Dragon Quest 11, which I understand it's a nice port. Apparently, good port from the PS4 Pro, but nobody really. Nobody was crying for Dragon Quest.
Oh, the Switch
Oh
version, you
no,
mean?
somebody's
Yeah,
listening to
like
something. That's what I'm saying.
he made a whole video about it. You didn't see it? 17 minutes long. Come on.
Yeah, I
And
guess
then they
they're
did
curious.
one for the. Listen, they had to do one for The Witcher 3 on Switch. I give them that. Okay, I'm not going to deny it. They had to do that, but there's some things they don't really have.
I mean, there were curiosities, but I don't think they're really doing like crazy in-depth videos about. That's just me.
They
Yeah.
did. Listen, they did a Resident Evil 5 one for the Switch too. And I was like, what? Who
It's an
asked
old
for
ass
that?
game.
Yeah, who asked for that? Like, can we get back to what's important?
Yeah, right.
I think some things they're like you said they're curious and like we're a digital foundry we can do we can put that out there. Oh man, but yeah, I want to see them. They're behind. Wait, like what games came out? The Outer Worlds out already. I don't know the schedule. There had to be some other games that came out and they're behind. They did get Ghost Recon. I'll give them.
Yeah, I think it's Call of Duty and what else is coming up? Let me check
Oh
this
yeah,
list.
they didn't do Call of Duty yet.
That'll be interesting.
They we have to see that.
Yeah, because I remember they did a comparison of the beta or something, and it was a lot higher resolution on the X. I mean, besides Call of Duty, the next couple of games are Need for Speed Heat, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order,
Okay,
Civ 6.
that's why they cut it back. Took a little break.
Yeah.
But you know what's weird? They be missing so much stuff. Like, here's the weird thing about all this, right? They go and they skip. They got the Surge. They went and got the Surge. But if you're gonna go and do a damn Dragon Quest, they could have did a FIFA video if they wanted to. Code Vein, that came out. They could have did that. That came out in
Yeah,
September.
I'm surprised they
That's
did that one.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
that was
don't even
weird.
understand. That's weird. People missed that immediately.
Yeah, the game just came and went too. Like I don't think everybody
No.
is a little fanfare for that game.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay, but in October, you're right. Like the Call of Duty, Breakpoint, they caught already.
Yeah.
That's good. Hell, if you're gonna do these Switch things, you might as well do Trine 4. They missed that. That came out on the 8th.
Yeah, that too.
But they didn't miss Ukulele. The one that came out. Yeah. The on the Switch.
Oh,
They
the
didn't miss that.
Impossible
They
Lair,
love
yeah.
this. I don't know. I think they just love it. They just love it. They just need
Yeah.
to come out. They're fanboys of the Switch. That's
So
what
our
it is.
chat has been stolen and turned into the PlayStation Nation.
Oh wow!
Thank you,
PlayStation.
Prophecy, aka
Wow.
Wolverine.
Prophecy, what's up, dude?
Also, the Overwatch too. They put Overwatch breakdown on the Switch. Now, who asked for that? Nobody. Nobody asked for that.
So no, a lot of Switch ports lately that they're just kind of.
I guess the Switch ports they just covering. They just want to see.
Yeah, how bad it looks.
Yeah, it ain't fun. You must be kidding me. But yeah, they need to get Blitz. They need to get Call of Duty and the Outer Worlds. But both of those games come out on the 25th.
Yeah, it's like that's this week, right? Is it?
That is this
Friday?
week.
Yep, Friday.
Yeah, it's a bad time to release Outer Worlds.
But how the hell did they do? Here's
Game
how
Pass,
crazy.
sir. It's best time.
Sorry. Here's how
man.
crazy Digital Foundry. Did you guys see this? They did Resident Evil 5 and 6, right? For the Switch. But no one noticed something weird about that. It don't come out to the 29th. How did that work out? The port for the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, for Resident Evil?
They did a performance testing. And they already got the video out and it was put out on the 11th. That's hilarious as hell to me. They already got the game, the code, and it's not out yet on the Switch. So I think it's just crazy that they didn't get Call of Duty already. I don't know. It's gone.
Yeah, I guess maybe they're still doing it.
All right. Well, let's get into what you've been playing, because I haven't been playing nothing other than Sea of Thieves, people. I ended up with we talked about Xcloud already. I did play, some Xcloud, everything on Xcloud to see how well it ran. And like I said, surprisingly good. Gameplay wise, what have I been playing? Just Sea of Thieves, honestly. Yeah, the new event. Did the fort. The Fort of the Damned is really cool. It definitely is stretched out. Definitely had a couple heart wrenching moments of being attacked and attacking other people, trying to get that fort done. But it's all in good fun. So yeah, I've been definitely enjoying my Sea of Thieves adventure. Steph, what have you been playing, sir?
Before you go ahead, stuff. Sorry. So did they add a Halloween thing for Sea of Thieves? They have to, right?
The monkeys are skeleton monkeys now, so that's what the Halloween stuff that I've seen so far is.
That's what Infinity Land was talking about.
I don't know. Yeah, I would think so.
Without the flames.
Yeah, isn't there also like multicolored skeleton ghosts or something like that? Maybe I'm bugging. I just want to saw an image of that, like
in the fort. Colors. There is. It's part of the Fort of the Damned.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so that's what it was then. Okay, I gotcha.
All right, real quick.
Sorry, stuff.
No, you good, brother? Real quick. But on that Apex.
Yeah, we was playing that just before we started.
Yeah, we was. I got me some wins, this season. Nice. I'm still getting my Apex legs underneath me, but for the most part, I'm killing it out there. Play some Halo 5 again. And I want to say that's it. I haven't really. Oh, I played PUBG on PC again. Went back for that.
Oh, nice. Did you try the test server? The new stuff?
No, I didn't. I tried it before that stuff came out. Well, I think it's on a test server, but I don't think I have the test server. I mean, I don't know. It wasn't. I can't remember if it was anything in there that. Oh, what was? There's some Miramar stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm not really like a fan of that map, and I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So that's why I didn't really try. But I went back and played that again. Which I'm gonna get carpal tunnel and die. My freaking wrist hurt me every time I play on my computer. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Right? A little bit of Gears. Like some Gears.
Infinity Line did play Sea of Thieves with me. It was fun.
Oh, nice. Sounds cool.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and pick it up, Will? Tell us what you've been playing.
Yeah, so I've been playing Apex Legends. Played some stuff today, and I was playing a little bit earlier this week. I did pick up the Battle Pass because I like the skins that were in there. They're pretty cool. They had like the ice skins for
Pathfinder.
Yeah, Pathfinder was really nice. And who's the guy?
The one guy you liked there for a second.
Well, the guy that runs with the severed legs. He has like the prosthetic legs. Octane, yeah, he has an awesome skin too. There's also like you can earn one for. Why don't I know the names? The robot dude.
Pathfinder.
Yeah. So he has a kind of like an icy shell, which is cool. Although I don't know how far I'm gonna get with the battle pass because like the challenges are a little much. They're a little convoluted. But yeah, having fun with that game, especially since PUBG is like kind of in between seasons now. That's coming, I think, the 29th. So
about to get Chapter 2, PUBG Chapter 2.
Yeah, kind of. Besides that, I went back to Hellblade. It's an enjoyable game, awesome sound design, but I got stuck in one part that I'm still trying to figure out, which it gets kind of irritating because I have no idea what to do. But sometimes I pass out because I don't know why.
Wait, did you say you pass out?
Yeah, during.
Are you doing?
Pass out during.
Fall asleep or pass out literally.
I
just fell asleep playing Hellblade. I mean, let's be honest, it was boring. It was like
I mean,
I'm trying to make this work. I'm trying to make this work, people.
It just when it's not action and you're doing like puzzling, it's a lot of wandering around and just kind of.
That's kind of what Death Stranding's starting to look.
Hey, let's be honest. It looked like dog shit.
No, come on, don't. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't like it really. I wasn't that interested before.
I think the biggest part was
I'm less interested now.
The way it was animated and the way I think the character you play as approaches in the game, if that makes any sense. The story. It was about the story.
Oh, for Hellblade or Death
Yeah,
Stranding?
for Hellblade. You don't, is it story? I never played it.
Yeah, the story is good. I mean, I enjoy it when I progress, but when I get stuck, it's not so enjoyable. But yeah, it's
Have you not beat it yet?
Well, Hellblade.
Yeah.
No, I'm still trying to get through it. I mean, I'm still kind of, I don't even know how early, but it's interesting. I like playing it, but it's just when I get stuck, it's kind of irritating.
The thing about that game is as beautiful as it is, there's some bugs in it that will keep you from progressing, and that's where I got to a point where I think it took me 2 or 3 tries to get like one of the little vision puzzles right, and then even after I did that, there was I don't know I can't remember exactly what it was that was holding the game back from progressing, but apparently I was gonna have to like delete my save and start over, which I was not gonna do.
I hope that's not the case. What I'm doing right now, it's the part where like, well, I don't know if I should spoil it, but it's like
You should get a guide and see if you can do what they tell you that you can do, and if they can't, there's a possibility. Definitely.
I just hate doing that because like I like to just not rely on any guides, but I may have to with it. We'll see. Besides that, I tried the games Gold game Friday the 13th. The game, it's very janky. It's not.
Still,
It's I mean, it's in 1080p. It's not like enhanced or anything. I mean, it's okay. I mean, if you have people to play with, but playing with randoms sucks. I would not recommend playing it with randoms. Just like I just heard like a bunch of kid voices when I was playing that game. So I guess the games of Gold is for those kids that got part of the service, or I don't know. I have no idea, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend playing it unless you want to just like celebrate Halloween or something.
But
even then, I would say play a better game.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't mean to interrupt you guys, but I get why they went with the damn Switch port for y'all like stuff, because the damn Vampire is on the Switch too. So damn, they really. How did this happen? How did all these? I think you know what happened? Like they saw the money possibility when they saw the Switch was like, damn, Switch is selling
the Switch
good.
is outselling PlayStation and Xbox. And
yeah,
I mean,
they were like, damn, we gotta put our. Before they were like, nah, we don't know if. And then CD Projekt like, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make
Is it gonna have It's gonna have Cyberpunk on there too.
They might. Hell.
That Switch gonna be so hot, your hands gonna fucking melt.
No, don't worry. They'll have some. You'll be able to overclock it. You know you can overclock the Switch, right? I didn't even know.
Overclock it, son.
Yeah,
it'll be so damn hot.
Listen, they're gonna get a cooler. They're gonna get a cooler attachment.
Water cool your Switch.
Yeah, water
cool Switch.
A backpack.
Oh my god! Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just thought that was hilarious.
All right. Well, Eric, it would be your turn, but you said you.
Okay, I will say the only thing I have not really. I'm sorry, I forget back gears, but I will hopefully play the story. That's what I'd be basically doing with certain. I jump back in and I'll try to play the Outer Wild. 30 game. It's 30 hours long. Oh, the story alone, and maybe longer. That's one playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Now that good. I'm glad it turned out to be good.
Yeah. Rating pretty well.
But only Magic Gathering.
Damn, really?
Sorry.
Only Magic exclusively for the next few months.
Listen, that's true.
Well, does anybody else have any topics they want to cover before we end the show this week?
Real quick, Anime Corner. Have you seen My Hero Academia, the first 2 episodes?
Yes, I have.
What do you think?
I like it. I mean, I think the first episode I was like, it's okay.
That's not even in the. It's not even in the manga. They just made that shit up. That's
I was about to say it was just like the second episode was better. Like,
what do you think about the new villain?
I don't really want to spoil things for people.
I mean, just what do you think? Do you think he's cool?
Yeah, he's fairly cool. I need to see more. You know what I mean? Need to see more.
Just gonna say, man, he's a bad dude. When you get to see what he can do. Jesus, he's a bad dude.
But yeah, I really did. Watch a couple episodes. It's not really what I've been watching lately, though. My friend found out I never seen The Last Airbender, and I had to watch that.
You don't like no air, do you?
Huh?
No, nothing.
What did you say, sir? What did you say? Repeat that.
Nothing, sir.
Stop
Go ahead.
stuttering, sir.
Yeah.
So I watched through all of The Last Airbender, all 4 seasons of that, and
Jesus Christ!
You liked it?
Listen, the Airbender is fantastic.
It's good.
Like the ending. Ending is crazy.
It's not fantastic. It's
what?
It's
The ending was fantastic.
It's serviceable.
I'd rather watch the last Hoodbender. I'm just gonna be honest with
you. Yeah.
Wow.
I think it is definitely overrated, like as a series.
You know what?
But I think it's all right. It's like The Legend of Korra is definitely worse than The Last Airbender, but like
wow, really? I never saw it. It's worse, Korra?
Yeah, the very first season is fucking almost garbage. The second season so far has been okay.
But they're like Nickelodeon shows, right?
Yeah, these are Nickelodeon. They're like Nickelodeon trying to do anime. And
I just watched The Last Hoodbender.
Yeah.
The Last Hoodbender.
Have y'all not seen that? Seriously?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you need to watch. You need to watch The Last Hoodbender. It's great.
It's guaranteed I'll see it. But yeah, I've been watching that, and it's okay. Like it's too, I don't know. Words don't. I don't have the words to explain it.
It's just not good, bro.
Infinity Lion wants to know where I find so much time. Like, dude, I only sleep maybe 4 to 5 hours a night. Like that's
the hell.
That's all I sleep. So
what are you,
I just
Donald
end up,
Trump?
honestly, this is what I do. Yeah, I steak and ketchup. So
I don't understand.
2 scoops, but this is what I do. Like when I'm playing Sea of Thieves, I got a Samsung phone. I use Dex on a monitor beside me, and I have anime running as I'm playing like a game or something. Like that's how I do it. It's the only way I do it. Like,
I'm sorry, but I'm such a purist when it comes to anime. There's no way I can do something else while watching.
What's called dub, sir? You could just watch it dub.
It doesn't matter. I still wanna watch it.
I'm doing both. And when you figure that episodes are 22 minutes long, there's usually 3-4 minutes of filler on the front and back end of all the episodes.
You watching One Piece?
Huh?
It sounds like you're watching One Piece. Every episode you gotta skip.
It's the same way. Like it's like
and then you don't watch
it, I skip through minutes. Like the big. It's like no, fuck that. No, look. Why the fuck am I gonna watch what happens next week on an anime or anything? When I'm binging through the entire fucking series.
I know.
Like, what's the point? Like, I'm just skipping to the next episode. Like, so you can easily pack away about 6 episodes an hour because it's only really about 10 minutes of content.
I know, man. When I watch like 600-700 episodes of One Piece, in the time where we were binging it, me and my friend, I mean, we probably skipped. I mean, I felt like we skipped. If there's 600 episodes, we probably skipped 200 episodes.
I'm not even saying I skipped it. It's just I wouldn't say even skipped.
The recaps are so long. Like, there's no reason to watch the recaps. And then every anime.
I agree, but you see about like 2 minutes, 2 to 10 minutes of new content in a episode.
Yeah.
But like I was that way with what was this show?
Full Metal Alchemist did that shit
No, not
too.
Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, it has the same fucking issue, but what's the one with the ninjas? I'm blanking on the fucking name. Naruto, yeah, like that fucking shit. Oh my god, if you would have talked about fucking
sir, can we just end the show? Let's not do
it. We're talking about recaps that are literally look, dude, these motherfuckers. there are recaps inside of recaps inside of recaps in Naruto. Like that shit's like,
look, it's all
hey,
a
let's
part
go
of the
back to
story.
season 1 and talk. Remember when he had a hot dog? Let's talk about that. Like having an episode dedicated to that.
That's not that
No,
thing.
It is that
he's
fucking
exaggerating.
bad. I'm not exaggerating. That shit
I've
is
never
like,
watched Naruto.
remember this
I'm not a
one
fan of
fucking relationship
ninjas.
at this
Naruto
one
is
time that for 2 seconds we mentioned it? Let's explore that. And
Naruto is awesome.
no, Naruto's awful when it comes to that.
Naruto
And
Shippuden
it's
is
fucking
awesome
why
too.
One Piece is so much better than Naruto. Because at least with
Listen,
One Piece...
Listen, let's
Wait a second. Wait, let me
Okay.
finish my thought real quick. One Piece, instead of going, hey, remember that split-second thing we talked about and mentioned and we came back 300 episodes later to talk about? One Piece is more like, hey, this is a brand new island. It's a brand new adventure. Let's go, it's still molded by where you went or came from, but it's like where you're going is all new. It's what makes One Piece so good, and it's a huge flaw to fucking Naruto. Like it's just like when you get to like episode 700 in Naruto, you're fucking banging your head against the wall because you're just like, I don't give a fuck how he learned how to do this. Like I don't care. Like let's just move on. They were just like spinning that series out for money. I don't give a fuck if it was canon or not. That shit was garbage when you got to the end. Because you would skip like 6-7 episodes. Because there would honestly be like 15 episodes of filler between arcs. Or even like mini arcs. Like it was just ridiculous.
I believe it.
Fucking Naruto. I'm glad I didn't watch that shit live. I would have never finished the show. It's like the 4th or 5th week in a row where it's just like, let's go talk about what these 3 kids were doing during the war. It's like, no, I'm good. Fucking, you know what? I'm out. Fucking done. Thank God I binged it because I would have never watched it.
One more question, real quick, on My Hero, since I was doing my segment part. Or whatever. What do you think of the villain, the new guy's voice, the new villain? What do you think of his voice, the dub?
It's fine.
You think it sounds weird?
It's fine. Like I don't have an issue with it.
I don't know, man. When you read something and then you don't hear how they sound, and you put the way, I don't know. There's some stuff. Yeah, I know. Like my inner voice for him sounds different than what they casted him as, and I know it was going to be different. Of course, I'm not dumb, but there's some stuff that he says, and there's no way I can hear this guy's voice saying some of the things that he says. It's just weird. It's gonna be weird, but hopefully he'll be able to pull it off. And he actually sounds like he's. I don't want to pull it. The guy wears a mask, and he actually sounds like he's wearing a mask when he's talking, and that kind of bothers me. I don't know if it's just me. It could just be me. Anyway, anybody else watching the anime? What about you, Will?
No, I don't really see anything. I still want to get back to Evangelion, but I keep not finding time for that.
Well, if you didn't know, hentai counts. Hentai does count.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Well,
I was going to ask you guys, did you guys see the final Star Wars trailer?
I don't care. I'm not going to see it in theater.
Yeah, I mean,
Wars.
I'm not huge into
I'm done.
it.
I'm out.
You and your brother, man, they always be so mad about Star Wars.
I'm not even mad. It's like I'm just done. I'm good.
I was reading something Jason said on Twitter, and I was like, man, like, just
like, how many more times could they beat the fucking dead horse? I mean, I'm done. I'm out. Like, I don't fucking care. Y'all have already taken that thing, fucking tied it to the back of a truck, and put a fucking rope around its neck and drug that shit around the corner.
You know what I don't
they
understand
have fucking killed
the
Star
name.
Wars. That shit's
I don't
done.
understand the name of it. The name, like the subtitle. I don't understand the subtitle.
Because the bad guy is fucking a Skywalker.
That's it.
That's it.
The Rise of Skywalker?
Yes.
Wait, what?
He's a Skywalker because his mom is a Skywalker.
So he's rising or whatever. But he's the bad guy.
Wait, you guys spoiling something? What's going on?
What are you talking about? He's the only
How do you not
Skywalker
know
left. Luke died.
you not know
Like
that?
fucking. That's he never had kids. That means it's fucking hers.
Wait,
So
wait,
his-
wait, wait. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm confused. Who is the Rise of Skywalker movie is based on Skywalker? Am I missing something here?
Skywalker
Kylo Ren.
is a surname. Kylo
Oh
Ren
snap!
is the son.
So
Of
Kylo,
Leia.
so now
He is a Skywalker.
Yo, so isn't that crazy?
No, it's not. It's fucking terrible writing. It's been
I was gonna
awful
say it's
for
dumb.
a while. It's dumb. They're
you know,
literally
it's not
going, hey, you know the name Skywalker. Remember? Remember Skywalker?
You like those fucking
Remember?
those are great.
Yeah, remember berries, sir. Remember berries.
Oh, was it berries? Yeah, it was berries. wasn't it?
Remember? Remember Skywalker? Come see the movie?
And hey, also while we're on stuff that isn't straight up anime, I finally watched the Band in China episode of South Park, and Jesus, those guys are good.
Fucking
What I
hilarious.
want to know is the bad guy in the Rise of Skywalker. Who is the bad guy?
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren's the bad guy.
That's
Well,
not
let's say-
possible.
well, let's
because
say
in the
it's
trailer, it
Palpatine.
didn't. No, it can't be Kylo because in the trailer, he's with Leia.
So Leia turns evil. That's the fucking point.
No, I want.
Yeah.
I don't think that's real. I think that's
Well,
like.
Yeah, let's say the bad guy is rumored to be Palpatine. Well, he's not rumored. He's definitely in the movie. He's definitely Palpatine, but they don't say
But
how
did
that's
you
gonna happen.
watch the trailer and you heard the person at the end?
Yeah,
I thought he
yeah,
was
yeah.
dead.
Yeah, that's Palpatine.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, wait. The final trailer. Did you guys watch the
Yeah,
final trailer?
I saw it.
Okay, yeah. Like I want to know. Like it's such a weird thing. I think Disney basically trying to just
Make
clean
money?
up the. Well, yeah, they try to make money, but
Make money off that
But-
Skywalker name? Huh? Maybe just a little bit?
I think yeah, because one, the Rise of Skywalker, the way they make it is like.
I
it's
just
like a
want to
weird.
let y'all know right now. I'm sorry to cut you off, Eric. I'm gonna dog any one of you motherfuckers that go see this movie. I'm gonna dog the shit out of you, non-stop. Just wait. I want you to go see it. Go see it. Enjoy it. Because when you come on the podcast, oh man, I'm gonna have so much shit
Look,
to talk.
I have to see it because I saw the
I
Last
have
Jedi.
to see it. I saw the Last Jedi. I have to. See it.
Yeah, I gotta
Remember?
see the ending of this trilogy, right? That's the ending
Yeah.
of this arc, right? I have to see
Is
it.
that what it is? It's
And-
an arc. It's a
and here's the
fucking train
problem.
wreck.
Here's the problem. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on a minute. I ain't gonna lie. Like the Last Jedi, right? Ain't gonna lie. Like it was. I
It was a
enjoyed it
bad
a lot.
movie.
No, look, but that's the problem. I enjoyed it a lot. But according to
Because
like
you
what
got the
everybody
attention
said,
span of a 4-year-old. Just saw
well,
fucking bright lights.
I
Telling you,
did see a
just
lot
wait.
of bright lights, and I did see Leia. Wait, not Leia. Who was flying in the movie? I forgot. I forgot who it was. Who was flying through the space like Superman? They were making a joke.
Yeah, it was
about
Leia.
Yeah, that was funny. That was awesome. You can't deny that was awesome. Now, you know what's funny? I thought I enjoyed it as a comedy more than anything. So I gotta see. That's why when I saw, you know what's funny? When I saw Ray as a she turned bad, I was laughing. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, well, how did we get here? Because in the last movie, it
Oh,
looked
wait,
like
I
she
ain't seen
was-
the trailer, man. Y'all wildin'. Hold on.
Yeah, like in the trailer, she turned bad. So
Nah, bro. Y'all wildin'.
yeah, so how she turned bad?
They say it's a vision. It's not. She's actually turned bad, but yeah.
Nah,
well,
see, remember, you can't fall in love or love somebody and be a Jedi. So she turns evil.
And
Well,
how the hell
Kylo
does
becomes the good guy.
Palpatine- And how the hell do they throw Palpatine in the movie? To be honest, he comes
Yeah.
in the third movie.
Who she love,
Like he
man?
rose from the shadows like
love?
it was according all to my plan. You know, like how is he coming back? You know, out of nowhere. I don't understand. That's just ridiculous.
All I'm saying is people need to go see Ford versus Ferrari. It's being reviewed well. Looks great. Need to go see
That looks-
1917.
Oh,
Looks
definitely.
awesome.
That last 1917
Oh, it
trail.
looks so good.
I
Looks
thought
fucking
it was
amazing.
that looked better. Listen, Battlefield. I know it's real life, but it looked better than like the Battlefield game. What the Battlefield game was trying to do, they seem to have been doing
And
a
then
better job.
Midtown looks fucking
Wait,
awesome
what?
as well. Midtown.
What's that?
Or not Midtown. Midway. Midway. Fuck. What am I saying? Midway.
Yeah, I was Midway. What's that about?
You don't know the Battle of Midway?
Oh, that's the Jet movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. That one like something to see. I don't know if it's gonna be IMAX. It'll be perfect to see it.
Oh, it'd be beautiful in IMAX. Yeah.
Is it an
Infinity Line says, I've been watching this etchy one called Deadly Sins Uncut. Lol.
Deadly?
Man.
7 Deadly Sins?
That's what I
know.
thought.
He just wrote Deadly Sins Uncut, and I gotta see what this looks like.
That must be hentai.
Hey, come on. We still listen. That's not that type of show.
I'm just saying. I don't want people to look it up
I
and not
think
know
he
what it is.
means
I want
7 mortal sins, right?
Not sure.
to, don't look. Not safe for work, guys. If you're listening,
Yeah.
it's not safe for work.
Yeah, I
But it
wouldn't
says-
look this up.
Wait, he said uncut, so I'm like, wait a minute.
I told you. I tried to warn you.
Yeah, he said, yeah. Let's see.
You got 7
Uncensored.
Mortal Sins on Funimation.
Yeah, they have that.
I don't know.
Wait, even though, well, sorry, I just go to close it out. Even though I didn't see
real
anime,
quick, I'm sorry. He says, no,
okay.
that's the Netflix one. No, it's not. Yeah, maybe.
Wow. Come on, man. You can't be showing us. Come on.
Sorry, man. It's all right. It's cool.
Have to check again. Laugh my fucking ass off. Yep. I'm sorry, Will. Go ahead.
It's all right. Yeah, so even though I didn't see anime, besides the Star Wars trailer, I would recommend 2 series. One of them is Carnival Row, which is on Amazon Prime.
Mhm.
It's like almost like a mix of like a fairy tale mixed with like London steampunk London or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
that's a good
interesting
way
mix.
to put it. Yeah, I mean, it hits a lot of
you've seen
social
it?
issues. Yeah, I've watched it.
Yeah, I surprisingly enjoyed it considering like the lady that's everybody hates, Carla Delevingne or whatever her name is.
I thought she was fine in the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, she was good in the show. I mean, people hate her acting, but I think she was good in the show. I wasn't really,
It never like bothered me. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
Personally. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
no. One more thing, real quick, before I forget. Anybody watch Watchmen?
Nah, I heard it was
I
good.
did.
The first.
The trailer.
No. The
First episode's out.
show.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah.
What's this out for? HBO.
HBO.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, Carnival Row is good, and the other series that is on Netflix is Living with Yourself, I think it's called, with Paul Rudd. Or Living
Have
with
you seen
Myself.
it?
Yeah, the season it's really good. It's actually pretty entertaining. I definitely recommend seeing that.
What is it? Comedy or I mean, what is it?
It's like a dramedy, I guess is the one way to explain it. It's about him like cloning himself, and then the hilarity that ensues there. So like kind of the implication of that, and all that stuff, which is interesting. So yeah, I think it's called Living with Yourself or Living with Myself. Yeah, but it's on Netflix. I think it's 1 season. Same thing. Carnival Row is 1 season out because it's a new series. So you can binge it and watch it until the next season, I guess. They're both good shows. Definitely recommend those 2.
Okay. There was one bit of gaming news. I don't know if nobody caught it. I know. CD Projekt came out, and they said that they were still adding content into Cyber 77. They were saying they were like still testing stuff, playing around with stuff, and they said it's weird that we have a set date. We got to start advertising, significant investment in marketing. So when hit the date according to what the plan is, you're throwing away a ton of. That's crazy. Crazy.
It is, sir. But it doesn't surprise me.
It better not.
With
They
that company.
It better come out in April. They better not play around. They said April.
They push back The Witcher a month. They
They
probably
did.
push this back.
They might do it again, right?
Yeah,
Came
I
out in
wouldn't be
May, and
surprised.
didn't The Witcher come out in May? Right?
Something like that.
Yeah, but there's so much hype around Cyberpunk, it'll be fine.
Oh, crazy.
All right. Well, we appreciate everybody for tuning in this week. Thank you so much for Prophecy, Infinity Lion, and who else was there? Psychotron, I'm missing the other guy. There was somebody else in chat. But everyone for joining us live. You could also join us live on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. And just say what's up on Mixer, you know? Of course, we always upload on YouTube right afterwards. But until then, y'all have a safe weekend, and we'll catch y'all later. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.